Yepes. Tic-tac-toe and splash. There's Sophia Widmeyer. Donaldson gets inside and lays it up. The loose ball. Here's McLaughlin. Floater, yes. Court pressure, stolen by Tumwine. Steps in front of that pass. Another opportunity for the Edge to cut into this lead. Monroe, three-pointer. Yes! Able to find Kilpatrick at the buzzer. Bang!
Hi fans, welcome to TD Station. We are about 5 minutes away from tip-off of the championship game. Maritime Women's Basketball Association. Great crowd coming in here. Had an opportunity earlier today to speak with Paul Hickey of the Fog, and of course they're the host team in this franchise. We're going to roll that interview right now. Joined now by Paul Hickey of the Port City Fog. Paul, you had a hand in how this league, the idea behind it, came about.
Yeah, no, early in the season, we were lucky enough to be named the host team, which was pretty exciting. And right from day one, our committee wanted to make sure that the host venue was here. We have some of the best athletes, some of the best basketball players in Atlantic Canada. So we wanted to make sure that those players were playing here at TD Station.
TD Station, a spectacular venue. We've got an under-15 provincial game going on right here as we're recording this. We had Tyler Slip also talk about how important it was to have all age groups involved in this weekend. How did that come about?
Well, a lot of hard work by several people. The team at Basketball New Brunswick and Basketball Nova Scotia were important to help make this happen when we came up with the idea to ensure that we were able to make space for Basketball New Brunswick and Basketball Nova Scotia, and as well today Basketball PEI. They were all happy to be engaged and happy to participate. Our athletes have been through this. They've played here. This is a place for these current younger athletes to strive to play in our league. So we wanted everybody together under the same roof, playing basketball together. And we had kids as young as 9 years old playing on this floor yesterday, which is very exciting for everybody.
And you also recognize some teams from the 1980s who won national championships. So I'll say from 9 to 90. I'm not trying to age the women that won back in the 80s, but just a tremendous range of ages involved here. I know it wasn't easy to figure out how to make it work here in this venue. Any sponsors or any people you want to just get a thank you out there too?
Well, I think when it came down to the decisions, obviously the league has some fantastic sponsors between MWBA, Royale, and there's a long list of others as well. For us to secure this venue, Basketball New Brunswick was integral sponsorship, as well as Fortinet, an internet security company. So those were the two that really came to the plate, that really helped us make sure that we could do this and sustain a good number financially to have it happen.
Attendance has been pretty well here this weekend. I mean, it's a big building. It doesn't look packed, but the numbers have been okay.
The numbers have been okay. I was hopeful last night Fredericton Port City game would have seen a little bit more crowd there, but I'm excited to see Port City in the finals today, and hopefully a nice rainy day outside will draw a little bit more into our building.
There's certainly a buzz in the city. I know I've enjoyed my time in St. John here this weekend, changed my opinion of the Port City just being out and around. Certainly I'm excited to come back to St. John for other events and other items. Great opportunity here to showcase the city as well.
Yeah, no, it is, and you've come a long way with St. John, so we're quite happy to change your opinion. But no, St. John is doing quite well. We've had a couple good years in a row where the core of our city is growing and becoming more vibrant. And again, the reason we wanted our athletes to stay at the Hilton and play here at TD Station is they're part of that core of our uptown city. And when they're not on the basketball floor, there's a lot of other things to engage them throughout the day.
Yeah, last question. I look down this bench here and I see Madeline Belding is coaching. You will also see Madeline Belding coaching your team, the Port City Fog.
Yeah, no, we're very happy to have Madeline on board. Madeline's been part of Basketball New Brunswick and has had quite a good coaching career at a young age to this point. It was important for us to have her back for year 2 to lead this crowd, and it has paid off. She's doing a tremendous job communicating and engaging with her athletes. She's got a great team with Emily Thomas and my brother Peter Hickey on that staff, and they're doing a great job keeping everybody engaged, keeping everybody excited for what's coming next. And last night there was ample opportunity for us to get down on ourselves, but her tone continued to be positive, and it continued to encourage our players to keep pushing.
Yeah, just a personal thank you from me for allowing me to be involved all season long with your team and this tournament. I've had a blast. We'll do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, Bill. You've done a great job. We really see your presence on social media. We're excited and hopeful that you want to come back and do it again next year.
Absolutely. I'm back next year. Just say the word.
Excellent. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah. And folks, stay tuned for more.
Thank you. All right. Thanks.
Well done. Fans, welcome back here to TD Station. We are just a few seconds before the opening ceremonies here in the gold medal game. Halifax Thunder in their baby blue uniforms and the host Port City Fog in their grays. I'm up on the concourse level. I can see directly across towards the entrance and the ticket window, and there's a lineup in the lobby to get in here. So great to see the people of St. John and New Brunswick and all around the Maritimes traveling here to TD Station to support this awesome product of women's basketball. Thunder undefeated coming into this one. Port City Fog were 5-5 in the regular season. Had to play a tough quarterfinal match against Windsor to make it through to the semis, and they played their provincial rival, Highway 7, the Fredericton Freeze. They won and advanced in a big comeback fashion. We'll talk about that, I'm sure, as we get underway here. But let's take the cameras down to floor level and have a look at the starters as they're introduced.
Introducing starting lineups. First for the Halifax Thunder, brought to you by MWBA. Wearing number 7, Vanessa Picker. Number 9, Tiffany Reynolds. Number 10, Marissa Patrick. Number 11, and number 14, Rush Wade. Head coach of the Halifax Thunder, Carter Reed. And now, fans, brought to you by Royal Institute, it's time to bring in the Fog.
starters are introduced. For the Fog, Mackenzie Ryan, Grace Tilley, Reese Baxendale, Haley McLeod, and Kaylee Kilpatrick. For the Thunder, Vanessa Pickard, Tiffany Reynolds, Carissa Cajarini, Carla Yepes, and Grace Wade. An awesome array of scorers. You look at the averages for these players in this starting lineup, just amazing. Just makes me laugh just thinking about it. We're going to have the anthem now, and we'll be right back after that with tip-off. So we're now set for the final tip-off of Legacy Cup Championship Weekend. The officials in this one, Dave McGrattan, Danny Patterson, and Kyle Woodworth. They are the three charged with ensuring all goes to Hoyle, as I am accustomed to saying. Start of each broadcast. You're just going to have to look up Hoyle if you don't know who Hoyle is. Cajarini against Reynolds. Pardon me, Kilpatrick against Reynolds. The double Ks might get me in this one. Kaylee Kilpatrick and Carissa Cajarini. 1-2 in league scoring with Kilpatrick leading the way. That's Haley McLeod. She had 24 last night. She starts with 2 on the nice pass from Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick makes such a difference for the Fog. She can do just a little bit of everything. Pickard from deep. Rebound Kilpatrick. I think the Fog really need to control the boards. They can't allow second opportunities and third opportunities for this Thunder team. The Thunder are dangerous. They get a lot of athletes. Kilpatrick to the bucket. Lost the handle, might have been knocked away, and there's Cajarini on the run. Spot up three-pointer, doesn't go down. Rebound Reynolds. Now back to Cajarini. There we have the second chance opportunity. I think that's going to be key for Port City in this one. Reynolds will go at Kilpatrick and score 2 points. There we see the Thunder turn second chance into 2 to tie it at 2. We played just over a minute. McLeod draws a foul on Reynolds. Reynolds says, yes, I did that. That was me. Haley McLeod out of Marion Bridge, Nova Scotia. Played for CBU. 10.6 rebounds, starting all 20 games for CBU. 8.2 points per game in 4 contests with the Fog this season. But I just had a masterful game against the Fredericton Freeze last night. First opportunity, I'll go through how these teams got to these, got to the championship game here. We see Grace Wade bring the ball up the court. Wade guarded by Mackenzie Ryan, off for Vanessa Pickard, back to Grace Wade. Wade off the glass, and now Wade attacks the offensive end, and Wade just goes out of bounds. Thunder, they were a perfect 10-0 in the regular season. That earned them first place and a bye to the semifinal. They beat inner-city rival Halifax Hornets 72-62. That game was 34 all at half. Thunder won the third quarter by 5, held on to push that out to the 10-point lead. Sandy Saunders 13, Carla Yepes and Vanessa Pickard 10 each. Carissa Cajarini and Grace Wade each with 9. Hannah Brown, Sophia Widmeyer, and Courtney Donaldson all double-digit scorers in that semifinal loss for the Hornets. For the Fog, they were 5-5 in the regular season. That put them in third place and put them into a quarterfinal game against the Windsor Edge. They were 90-68 winners on Friday over Windsor. Mackenzie Ryan 20, Katie Kilpatrick 17, Reese Baxendale 10. Nalini Maharaj had 17 for the Edge. Lisa McKay and Kate Gallant 11 each. And in that semifinal, what a game that was last night, Fredericton and Port City. That one went back and forth. Port City came back from a full 18 down in the third to win by 8, 87-79. Haley McLeod with 24. Katie Kilpatrick 21. Kenzie Ryan 19. Reese Baxendale 11 for the Freeze. Speedy McAfee and Robbie and Katie Daly all were double-digit scorers. 7-3 Thunder, early going. Grace Tilley can't answer there. Haley McLeod knocks it out of bounds. It will go over to the Thunder. Did have the opportunity to speak to Coach Madeline Belding pregame. If you're watching, you saw that interview. So the game took a lot out, but these are, pros in their approach to the game. Of course, as an amateur league, no one is paid to participate. Very, very much on the professional approach for the Fog here after playing. This would be the third game in 3 days. So the players are ready. They want this one. Coach Belding has been tremendous to work with pregame, and all the games that I've covered for them. Made herself available anytime I've asked. It's been spectacular to work with on the Fog side. Asked Parker Regan for a pregame interview, and as he did yesterday, he declined. He's not a fan of interviews, and he would rather his players warm up, and certainly respect that. His choice. He said I could diss him for it if I wanted to. Certainly not going to diss you, Parker, on that one, but if you watch the pregame interview with Coach Belding, I did say to Coach Belding, bring one home for New Brunswick. That's as close as a diss for me. You'll get Parker, and folks, I will be impartial as can be calling this. Certainly it makes not a lot of difference to me in terms of who win. What I really want in my position is a great ball game, and I think we're going to get one here as Courtney Thompson, who enters the game and ties us up. Tiffany Reynolds on the drive, fouled by Reese Baxendale. Baxendale, after playing at UPI, will play at UNB next season. Tiffany Reynolds, her second year in the league, was player with Windsor last season out of Lakehead Thunderwolves. Played from 2017 to 2023, 5 seasons. Reynolds out of the Toronto area was the team MVP for the Thunderwolves in 2022. Strong defensive player. 14 points per game last season, 11.4 this season on the super deep scoring Thunder squad. Number 1 offense in the league, number 1 defense in the league, 10-0. The storylines here don't get much better than that. Reynolds, a 3-time Lakehead Defensive Player of the Year, OUA West All-Star. Was over 16 points per game in the league with Windsor last season. 5'8", great athlete. Can really jump, Ken Reynolds. Kajarine shoots the 3. That one won't go down, and there's Kilpatrick cleaning the glass over Sandy Saunders. Ahead for Aaron Ingalls. Ingalls from just up Highway 1 in the St. George area. Played at Fundy High. Shout out to Coach Day. If you're not in the building, I'm sure you're watching along at home. Kelly Kilpatrick to the bench. Haley McLeod back in. Baxendale breaks the tie. Baxendale out of Sussex, and this Fog team played the Freeze just a little over a week ago, maybe a week and a half in Sussex. And the game decided who got the bye in New Brunswick. Was Baxendale's first time back in the Peter McEleenan Gymnasium there at Sussex High School since her high school playing days, 5 or 6 years previous. You see a good little look at the crowd that is filled in nicely. The best crowd of the weekend here. This is a big facility. This is a good crowd here for this league, and I'll have to be impressed with the number of people that are still trickling in the door to see this one. Of course, their hometown Fog with an opportunity to win a championship. Of course, you're going to come out and see that, and just great exposure for this women's game. Fog +2 into the front court. That's a great score right there in Courtney Thompson. Thompson's just going to do the power step move, draw the foul on Anna Van Maltsen. Courtney Thompson, 5 seasons at Dalhousie, a former AUS MVP. 10.4 points per game. This year was 15th in the league. Reese Baxendale was 14th at 11.3. And, of course, Kaylee Kilpatrick at 18.3 was first. So the higher end scoring down a little bit in the league. Kajarini led the league last season with Windsor. She was in the 20s, I think, somewhere last season. So the high end scoring is down. But to me, the scoring depth is way up in the league this year. And just a great product here, the MWBA. Fog now +4, Upham for Von Maltsen. She's going to drive, rebound that time by Saunders. The third try doesn't go. For Thompson has Carapace on the baseline. Nice steal by Sandy Saunders on the pass. Thunder nearly lose the handle, but that is Saunders on Carapace. Upham on the miss, but another offensive rebound for the Thunder. They do that really well. That's Yepes. Gets the punch away from McLeod and draws the foul. The Fog, they come into this game throughout the regular season having averaged 73.8 points per game, giving up 73.1. Fifth-ranked offense, third-ranked defense. As mentioned, the Thunder, top-ranked offense and top-ranked defense, scoring 86 points per game, allowing only 60. That's a 26-point differential for the Thunder. Unbelievable that you can have both of those marks and no reason, what am I trying to say there? Clearly shows why they are 10-0. That's where I'm trying to go to with that point. Been a bit of a long weekend. Hopefully won't get too tongue-tied here throughout the rest of this one. That's the tales of the tape finally told in this one, and we'll just get back to the play-by-play as Haley McLeod scores 2. Lauren Harris is at the bench set to check in for the Fog. Von Maltsen off to Saunders. Saunders out of Woodstock. The miss there. Taking a tumble out of bounds was Kiera Duffy. I believe that foul will go on Erin Ingalls. Gracie Lancaster enters the game. Carla Yepes returns to the game for the Thunder. Kaylee Kilpatrick will check in for the Thunder, as does Lauren Harris. Harris, I thought, had a great game in that matchup in Sussex against the Freeze. Adds depth here for this team. Nice give and go. Great pass and great finish. That was Duffy from Yepes on the delivery. Thunder now trail 13-9. Yepes. Travel called on Duffy. Duffy, 5 seasons at UPI between 2013 and 2018. AUS first team All-Star one of those years. 10 points and 4 rebounds plus over her career with the Panthers. Daughters of a couple of folks that I know. And Gordon McNeely, he's here. And Ariane Rigby. Played at Colonel Gray, did the Duffy. Great crowd here and a great facility in St. John. We have the Explore NB team along. Here they're down at the floor level. Entertainment for the kids. What a great job they do promoting New Brunswick and all kinds of great things to promote here in the St. John area and all around. Folks, if you haven't, been to New Brunswick, you're watching from Nova Scotia and you wonder what's here to see. Well, the scenery you see a lot similar to Nova Scotia. But go to Explore NB, check that out. I'm sure they'll have lots to tell you on the website about what that means. And a little tidbit there, Katie Butts of the Fredericton Freeze, part of that Explore NB street team this season, has Kilpatrick with a nice finish inside, draws the foul as well. This is a big test for the Thunder. Pickard and Wade back in for the Thunder. That's Sydney Gooker-Wicki, number 2, coming off. First time I can remember saying her name this weekend. Baxendale pursued from behind. Kilpatrick on the drive. That's Thompson, nice move in the paint. Gets the shot off. There was a hand on the shot, I think, from Pickard. Ahead for the layup, but missing it was Grace Lancaster. Lancaster at a Fall River and Lockview, played at UPEI. Speaking of UPEI, there's Baxendale front rimming a 3. Grace Wade, a former UNB Red, works at the IWK now in Halifax. Again, one of the great stories of what the women in this league do. 3-pointer made from Vanessa Pickard. We've got a timeout called at Fog 18, Thunder 15. Folks, there's all kinds of folks that make this league happen at the league level. Sponsors are really important as well, and I don't mind getting mentions in from them all game long. National Health Solutions sponsor MWBA is proud to help MWBA athletes achieve their hoop dreams. Best wishes for a successful season on and off the court. Royale is a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. MWBA would like to thank league founding partner Royale for their support. Dairy farmers of New Brunswick, PI, and Nova Scotia are proud sponsors of the MWBA. When shopping for your groceries, be sure to look for the Dairy Farmers of Canada Quality Milk logo. This means the product was made with 100% Canadian milk produced according to some of the world's strictest standards. Cushman Wakefield Atlantic and Support for Sport, big sponsors as well of the league. Thanks to everyone who sponsors at the league level and also at the local team level. This doesn't happen without you. This is a great product. As we heard post-game from Jazz Parent of the Hornets after their win in the bronze medal game over Fredericton, the women deserve this stage, and it doesn't happen without all those sponsors, as well as cooperation from the fine folks here at TD Station. If you're thinking about staging an event, look up the folks at TD Station. They are wonderful. Baxendale blocked. Nice block by Grace Wade. Thompson in the far corner, looking for Kilpatrick in the post. Knocked away. That's Wade for Pickard. Inside, Reynolds. Reynolds was quiet yesterday, as was Cajarini from their usual explosive selves. Cajarini with the miss there. Cajarini turned a great season in this league into a pro contract, the first player from the league to do such. There's Kaylee Kilpatrick again. She is just such a veteran player, such a great decision maker. So talented on top of it all. Just makes a great decision on what to take there in terms of the shot. Doesn't force anything, doesn't raise the difficulty level. Just, such a great individual as well as Kilpatrick. Thompson, there's another great scorer for Port City. They're up 7. This is a Fog team that has definitely come to play today. Von Maltzen loses it out of bounds. as all teams are in the league. Fog well coached, Madeline Belding, Emily Thomas, Peter Hickey, Parker Regan on the Thunder sidelines. Parker, current assistant at Dalhousie, coached at UKC, Dal AC, and Sir John A. Macdonald High School. Kaylee Kilpatrick will go to the line. And what a resume Kilpatrick has. NCAA Division I with the University of New Hampshire Wildcats. Played pro in Ireland, Australia, and Germany. She actually went to St. Thomas this past season, for Bachelor of Education. Of course, not eligible to play. Was the Eurobasket.com All-German Division II Center of the Year at one point in time in her pro career. 4th all-time in blocks at UNH. And I'm not surprised we're back and forth on the floor a couple times as I try to go through the bio of Kaylee Kilpatrick. All of that out of Harborview High School right here in St. John for Kaylee. Talk about a basketball pedigree. There's Mackenzie Ryan. It'll bring us to the end of the first quarter, where it is the Fog 25, the Thunder 17. That's +8 for the Fog. These teams have met this season. They've met twice. Of course, with the Thunder being undefeated, and I tell you they met twice, that means they've beaten Port City twice. May 13th in Fredericton, it was a 7-point game. Thunder 81, Fog 74. 30-point second quarter for the Thunder in that one. So let's see if the Fog can contain the Thunder coming up here in this quarter. Cursa Kajarini had 20. Sydney Guker-Wicki, 13. Kelly Kilpatrick, 8. Mackenzie Ryan, 16. Jessica Carapace, 15. Responded for the Fog in that one. June 4th at St. Mary's in Halifax was Thunder 86, Fog 64. Big margin of victory there. But it was close at half. It was 39-34 in favor of the Thunder. Again, a big quarter, a 33-point third quarter for the Thunder. Kajarini 18, Duffy 15, Saunders 12, Yepes 8, Kilpatrick 21, Baxendale 11, Tilley 9, Thompson 8 in response for the Fog. Thunder have their 5 out here for the start of the second quarter. Kajarine, joined by Pickard, Yepes, Upham, and Reynolds. Vanessa Pickard, St. Avex and McMaster out of Riverview, New Brunswick. Had a knee injury that sidelined her career. She was CIS Rookie of the Year in 2021. Spent time with the Canada basketball program. And my understanding is it's Dr. Pickard as well. Again, so many storylines in this league. It's tough to get to know all the players, but just spectacular the careers that these women have outside of here. And there is Kilpatrick on the score again to push it to a 10-point lead. Kajarine kicks outside for Yepes on the miss. Rebound Kilpatrick. That's going to be a head for Baxendale. Back to Kilpatrick for 3. Kaylee Kilpatrick lighting up the scoreboard here. She's got 13 points already in this one. League's leading scorer at 18, Kilpatrick, wants this win as much as anyone on the court. That's a 2 from Yepes. Nice response there from Yepes. Mackenzie Ryan for Kaylee Kilpatrick. She's going to take the 3 again and make the 3 again. I was just going to say she's forcing Yepes to guard her out high, but she's just going to shoot it over top of her anyway. Thunder don't have the size really to go against Kilpatrick. Nice shot there from Kajarine to score 2. But back-to-back possession, the Thunder and Fog trade 3 for 2. That's a miss there. Rebound for Pickard. Off to Upham. Upham with speed. Has Reynolds streaking through the paint. Now back outside for Pickard. Kajarine on the rebound for Yepes. Yepes from deep. That one finds nothing, but Kajarine on the far side. So a third opportunity here for the Thunder, and they make the most of that. I talked about it early. The Fog really need to look after the defensive glass. Mackenzie Ryan's checking the chicklets there on the far side. Doesn't find any blood as she checks the mouth area. Saunders back in for Pickard. Courtney Thompson in for Mackenzie Ryan. Haley McLeod in for Kaylee Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick with 16 points to the bench. Fog up 10. Kajarine trying to shoot the Thunder back into it. Coach Belding with a momentum-stopping timeout. Didn't like what she saw on that play and said right to the bench, let's have a timeout here. Not sure what it was that she saw that she didn't like. Conferring there with Peter Hickey is Coach Belding. Here you see the look for Kilpatrick and her scoring on the inside. There you see Pickard on the drive for Yepes for the long 2. And Kilpatrick shooting 1 from deep. Great highlight pack here. Great crew from Maritime Athletic Profiles in town for this weekend. They're doing great work on the webcast here. Clark and crew, I don't know everybody's name, but it's been great working with them. Again, privileged to be asked to come in here by Paul Hickey to, call this one for the weekend. And I will say, St. John, you've impressed me. Fog inbound. Thompson for Baxendale. Inside for McLeod against Reynolds. She had Reynolds beat, but then jammed herself on the rim, did McLeod, and there is Reynolds going to look to return the favor. She is some quick. Holy Lord. Look at her go. Reynolds, explosive. Baxendale gets to the bucket, can't make it go. 5-point game. Kajarine will look to cut into that even more. She passes back to Yepes on the drive. Fouled by Erin Ingalls. Kilpatrick will chuck back in, as will Mackenzie Ryan. Grace Tilley comes out. Erin Ingalls comes out. Interesting set here for the Fog. I'm not sure we saw this one too much last night with the 3 scoring guards on the court in Baxendale, Ryan, and Thompson, along with Kilpatrick and McLeod. Nice make from Yepes at the line, and we're in a 3-point game. It was 10. So great work here by this explosive Thunder squad. Talk about they can have big quarters. And in the games against the Fog, it was a couple 30-point quarters that really did them in. Kilpatrick with a response, though. Kaylee Kilpatrick already has received an average of 18. Still 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Nice work there by Upham on the baseline. Wow. Thompson, Baxendale. Kilpatrick's in the low post. Instead, they work it back outside. That's Mackenzie Ryan. Will shoot the three and make the three. Ryan, family ties to the Sussex area. Father John, a pretty great basketball player in that Sonics program. Of course, went on to Cape Breton and stuck around. Reynolds again explodes to the hoop for two. These teams are trading buckets, as they say. Hold called on Carissa Cajarine. She's going to talk to the official and say, what did I do? In fact, going to look up at the scoreboard and see if we've got a replay of it to see exactly what she did. That's Cajarine's first. Does have 7 points on this one. Baxendale. Another foul called. That will be on Duffy. Baxendale, good from the line. Give Baxendale 5 points. And 6. Now for Baxendale, that is the lead. Upham against Kilpatrick scores 2. How about Katie Upham? Coach Parker Reed asking for the foul on that. Didn't get the call. Thompson cutting inside. Lots of Thunder shirts there. Someone might have got a piece of that. Working in the ball up quickly, and inside is Grace Lancaster. This Thunder club is deep with athletes. They like to push the pace, get out and run. Using it to their advantage here in this quarter. It was an 8-point differential at quarter. It's now only 4. My keys here for the Thunder in this one is pace. I think key overall, whoever can get the pace of this game in their favor. And for the Thunder, it's fast pace. They want what they've got just right there on that play. Quickly up the court, quickly attacking. For the Fog, I think they would be happy to run lots of offense through Kaylee Kilpatrick. Slow the ball down a bit as they are right here. Get into the half court and let Kilpatrick and this bevy of great guards make decisions for the Fog. Again, for the Thunder, they want to rock and roll. They want to get out there and go. Looks like we got a double foul called here. Yeah, called on Kilpatrick and Grace Wade double foul, so it will stay Fog ball. Kilpatrick's first, Wade's first. The team's third all around. Kilpatrick, nice move there, scores 20. Scores 2 to take her to 20. Von Maltzen with the miss. Tied up on the rebound, Thompson and Lancaster. There you see that move from Kilpatrick on replay. Just a couple of Thunder players on the runaround. Kilpatrick says, thank you very much for that opportunity. I'll take it. And again, she's so smart. Just takes what the defense gives. A foul on Thompson, her second. Saunders back for Wade. Short into the hands of Baxendale. Baxendale for Ryan. Ryan on the drive. That shot doesn't go. Sandy Saunders on the carom. Duffy guarded by Carapace, looking for Saunders inside, a little too strong on the pass from Duffy. Baxendale ties the laces a little tighter. 4-point game, 4 minutes to go, first half. That one rimmed out for Ryan. Ryan's had a great weekend here for the Fog. Well, Malton on the miss, but attacked glass for her own rebound. Thunder do that so well. Talked about it several times here already. That's Kilpatrick for Carapace. Carapace, very athletic take. Back rim. Off to Saunders. And Duffy. Duffy's going to draw the foul on Carapace. Haley McLeod checks in for Courtney Thompson. The Fog go a bit bigger there in that switch. Yepes on the make, and it's a 1-point game. And several folks say to me all season long, you know the Thunder are coming at you at some point when they're going to make their run. And they've done it here in the second quarter already. Close that 8-point gap and just totally said, all right, starting over at 42 after the great start to the game for the Fog. Now the Thunder an opportunity to take the lead. McLeod lucky not to pick up a foul. Duffy on the drive. Carapace can't control the rebound, and the Thunder control it again. Another second chance opportunity. Von Malton can't convert. Finally, McLeod gets it for the Fog. Kilpatrick on the post catch, fouled by Grace Wade. On the drive, Carapace. Got the underside of the backboard that time, I believe. Yepes. Back for Pickard and Saunders. Carapace is going to pick up the foul on the push. That gets Aaron Ingalls off the bench. It's going to be the 5th team foul, though, on the Fog, so it'll send Pickard to the line. Vanessa Pickard, 9.7 points per game. 20th in the league. Pretty balanced Thunder attack overall. Cajarini led the way at 17. Reynolds next at 11.1, and then a whole bevy of players around 9 points. McLeod on the drive, a little too high off glass that time for Haley McLeod. Got that one up above the square on the backboard. Grace Wade nearly loses the handle. Saunders for three. She's good from out there. Shot just rimmed out for Sandy Saunders. Kilpatrick reverses for McLeod. Three-pointer release looked good. Ingalls tips it out of bounds. Thunder now up one, 43-42 on the Fog. Reynolds, Cajarine, and Upham check back in. Good work by Wade, Saunders, and Duffy, who go to the bench. Reynolds can't get it to go. Kilpatrick on the rebound. Mackenzie Ryan leaves it short. Upham on the push for the athletic Reynolds, who draws the foul on Reese Baxendale. Reynolds and Caggiarini, of course, down from Lakehead, and I guess Algoma a little bit for Caggiarini as well. And interviewed them both earlier in the season. Tiffany Reynolds says, I'm going to keep coming back to this league as long as my body allows it and as long as somebody will have me. And of course, I think every team in the league would take Tiffany Reynolds and her athleticism. Enjoys the East Coast as well, and of course, why not? Welcome to the broadcast here if you are watching from away. Love to have you joining and love to be able to share this great basketball on the East Coast with you wherever you are across Canada, around the world. Kilpatrick on the drive. Yepes was looking for a charge, as was Parker Regan. And the players pointing up to the replay that plays here in the building. Same feed that you see online, folks, plays here in the building. The players now using that to say, hey, look, that's going to be a charge. Kilpatrick, though, misses a free throw. Rebound to Ingles. And the Fog will reset. That would have tied the game. There's Kilpatrick. She can give them the lead. Instead, it's going to be Haley McLeod on the feed from Kaylee Kilpatrick. The Pro Fog fans like that one as they sneak in front. Final 40 seconds now of the opening half. Kilpatrick on the takeaway for Baxendale. Baxendale draws the foul on the drive. Not even sure Reese Baxendale was looking at the bucket that time. I think he was just trying to draw the foul once she got the head of steam. Here we see the nice pass inside. Oh, great camera angle there. What a replay from Kilpatrick to the cutting McLeod, who finished. Timeout's called. The Thunder spending some time now talking to the officials. Great look at the Thunder bench. And fans at halftime, you're going to want to, be real quick with whatever snack you're going to get. We've got a couple great interviews that we're going to run through at half. Joining me, previously was Tyler Slip from Basketball New Brunswick, and also Commissioner McKenna from the MWBA. Don't believe we've aired either one of those yet, so we'll get those both teed up at halftime. They were recorded earlier. They were recorded while there was some youth basketball happening here, the provincial level, under 15, under 17 teams from Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI have been part of this action all weekend long and just made an absolutely great backdrop and foreground, whatever you want to call it, for the interviews that we did earlier. So stay tuned at halftime. We'll have those. Lots of great messages there and great work here by the crew to be able to record those. Pleased to be able to bring you, a little more insights from the folks in terms of what this league means, what the tournament means here, how it came about. Certainly appreciate everyone who has stepped up to be interviewed all weekend long. And still, Parker Regan, no, not holding that against you. Absolutely, I understand from a coaching perspective, don't want to be disrupted pregame, and certainly great respect for that. Reynolds on the miss. Rebound again to the Thunder. Another second opportunity. Shoreport City will be talking about looking after defensive glass. Caggiarini, she's really good. That puts the Thunder in front. 7 seconds to go. Can the Fog answer? Baxendale's going to keep it. Get to the bucket, and she can't answer at the buzzer. Baxendale ties the game at 48. So a big scoring quarter again by the Thunder. They score 31 in that quarter to 23 for the Fog. That's going to be a +8 quarter. The Fog were up by 8 after the first. That's going to leave us tied at 48. And a high-scoring affair here at the TD Station for the Maritime Women's Basketball Legacy Cup Championship. Folks, stay tuned for those interviews coming up here at halftime. come on back in about 14 and a half minutes, maybe a little bit before that, and I'll run down the scores from the first half. Joined now by Basketball New Brunswick Executive Director Tyler Slip. Tyler, you have been involved with the MWBA last season. Did you ever envision it in this stage at TD Station in year 2?
I was hoping that they would make this kind of a move in the second season. The growth the league has shown, I think, is a really encouraging sign. This is a great venue, and I got to say, the hosts, St. John Fogg, Paul Hickey, has done a phenomenal job involving so many generations of female basketball players this weekend. It's been awesome to watch.
Yeah, we were just entertained here by an under-17 game between Basketball New Brunswick, Basketball Nova Scotia, Basketball New Brunswick, Basketball Prince Edward Island coming up here in an under-15 game. Talk about the involvement of the provincial teams here this weekend.
Well, I just think it's an amazing example for them to be able to come out and see these women who have kept playing. To see that as an example, I think is phenomenal for them. You see the younger kids watching the games, playing at halftime. Those are the U11, the U14 kids. Then even last night, they had the team from 1980 and 1982 that won the Canadian Senior Women's League. Like, there's 50 years of female basketball in the building. So I just think it's done such a service for basketball and women's basketball specifically. Everybody involved should be really proud, I think.
Yeah, and certainly growth of the players, growth of the game, showcase of the women's sport. Just looking across here, and Coach Belding, who's going to coach right here, has got a team in the final too, so opportunity for coaches as well.
Oh, absolutely. The female coaches that have come through, and people like Madeline, who played for one of these Basketball New Brunswick provincial teams back in the day. It's just been an awesome opportunity for everybody involved.
Oh, not going to ask you to pick a favorite in the final. I'm sure you probably would pick Port City, being the New Brunswick person here. But where does this league go from here, from this weekend?
Well, I think that one of the great things that this has done is it has now set the standard of this is what we want to accomplish, and we can only go up from here and only get bigger from here. So I'm hoping the league continues to take steps to grow the number of teams, the outreach. I think they've done a great job hosting some games in different parts around the province and around Nova Scotia this year. They're honestly helping to grow the audience. So as they continue to grow, hopefully this championship weekend continues to.
So from a Basketball New Brunswick perspective, what's on the horizon this year for B&B teams?
Well, we've got our U15, U16, U17 teams playing this weekend all around St. John, our girls and boys teams. They head to national championships this summer in August. So our U15s and U17 girls are heading to Calgary at the end of July, first week of August, and then the boys teams are in Sherbrooke for national championships.
Excellent. Busy summer of basketball. It never stops when you're at the provincial level. Always great to be part of. I know when Fredericton hosted, it was a spectacular tournament. Would certainly look for Calgary and the Quebec City there to host as well. Certainly great tournaments for the youth. Any other thoughts that you have from a B&B perspective on this weekend or anything else?
I mean, we were just really glad to be able to, that the hosts were able to bring in all of the players 14 years old and younger and let them come in for free. I think that's phenomenal for basketball in the province. We were able to run our AGM here yesterday, so we were able to bring in our minor associations and clubs who were able to kind of get exposure to this and see that the pathway for basketball doesn't stop when you turn 14, doesn't stop when you turn 17. And I think sometimes we think it's all just about the elite stuff, but there's opportunities to keep going. So
excellent. Well said, Tyler. Thanks, fans. Come on back for some more.
Yepes. Tic-tac-toe and splash. There's Sophia Widmeyer. Donaldson gets inside and lays it up. The loose ball. Here's McLaughlin. Floater, yes. Court pressure, stolen by Tumwine. Steps in front of that pass. Another opportunity for the Edge to cut into this lead. Monroe, three-pointer. Yes! Able to find Kilpatrick at the buzzer. Bang!
Fans, welcome back to TD Station here in St. John, New Brunswick. Maritime Women's Basketball Association Legacy Cup Championship game. Halifax Thunder 48, hometown Port City Fog 48. Tied at halftime. Scorers from your first half. First for the Thunder, Kiera Duffy 4, Grace Lancaster 5, Vanessa Pickard with 8, Tiffany Reynolds with 8, Carissa Cajarine with 10 to lead the team, all 10 in the second. Carla Yepes 7. Katie Upham had 4, and Anna Von Maltzen 2. For the Port City Fog, Mackenzie Ryan 5, Courtney Thompson 6, Reese Baxendale 8, Haley McLeod had 7, and Kaylee Kilpatrick, already 4 better than her league leading scoring average of 18 with 22. Thunder get the first bucket here of the second half. And that goes to Cajarine, give her a dozen. Now over to the Thunder one more time. Cajarine thought about it. Tilly on the closeout, over for Yepes. Cajarine doesn't get that one to go. Kilpatrick on the rebound for Ryan. Ryan, McLeod, Kilpatrick, Baxendale, and Tilly, the starting 5 in the second half for Port City. McLeod with the catch, step in. Too strong on that one. Cajarine on the rebound has Reynolds, Saunders. That's Upham on the drive, and Carla Yepes. Katie Upham to the line. Upham out of the North River, Nova Scotia, and Cobequid High School. Played at the University of Calgary and St. FX. Was the ex-women's basketball MVP this past season. Went to nationals twice with Calgary, winning consolation games both times out. 6 points in 5 games this season for the Thunder. 4-point game, looking for Kilpatrick, turnaround jump shot. Not sure Kaylee got a great look at that one before she released it. Inside for Carissa Cajarine. A 6-0 start to the second half for the Thunder. Another turnover for the Thunder, or a takeaway by the Thunder, if you will. And it's Upham going the length of the court for 2. Make that an 8-0 start to start the second half for the Thunder. An early timeout here for Coach Belding and the Fog. Thunder focused out of halftime. A quick look at both huddles. And another thank you to sponsors. As a proud founding partner, the MWBA, Medivie is excited about the potential impact this league will have on our local courts and in our communities. They're cheering for the league's success. Royale is a proud supporter of the MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. Dairy Farmers of New Brunswick, PEI, and Nova Scotia are proud sponsors of the MWBA as well. When you're shopping for groceries, be sure to look for the Dairy Farmers of Canada quality milk logo. This means the product was made with 100% Canadian milk, produced according to some of the world's strictest standards. Other key sponsors, Cushman Wakefield Realty, Atlantic, and Support for Sport. Sponsors, thanks for all that you do. Turnover again. And again, the Thunder are looking to push the pace. Yepes can't get it to go. Kilpatrick crashes the rebound, knocks it out of bounds. Nice release on the shot from Saunders. The Thunder are scorching coming out here to start half number 2. Fog need a response. McLeod on the turnaround. Nice reach in by Yepes. Reynolds now has the Thunder on the run again. And that's Upham with the finish. Make it a 12-point lead by this persistent Thunder squad. Fog are capable of comebacks. We saw that against Fredericton last night. They used a few of those from Mackenzie Ryan as part of that comeback. There's a three-pointer. Takes us back to a single-digit game. But what a start to this half for the Thunder. First 12 points of the half went to Halifax. There's Kajarine. Taken away by Ryan. Ryan one-on-one with Saunders and scores 2. Good offensive work by Mackenzie Ryan as she scored 5 straight to cut the lead to 7. Yepes can't make the post move. Kilpatrick to the front court for Ryan. Kilpatrick screen. Haley McLeod. McLeod off glass. Nice finish for Haley McLeod. Looks like the Thunder are making a concerted effort to front Kilpatrick here in the early part of this half. Yepes from deep. No good. Rebound McLeod. 7-0 run now for the Fog. Cut the lead to 5 after the 12-0 run. Start the quarter by the Thunder. There's Kilpatrick, not fronted that time, leaves it short. Yepes on the carom. Kajarine. Upham for Reynolds. Reynolds. A whirling dervish to the hoop that time. She's got such an explosive step, does Tiffany Reynolds. What a great athlete. Talk about quick steps. There's Haley McLeod. Back for Grace Tilley for 3. The former Rossay Redhawk gets the fans excited with a deep ball. Reynolds again goes right at McLeod and scores 2. Oh, right down Broadway is Mackenzie Ryan. You could have parked a container ship in the key that time as the seas parted, and Mackenzie Ryan just went right down the middle to score 2. That gets timeout from the Thunder and Coach Parker Regan. He says, look, we got up 12. Now it's down to only 4 again. Absolutely great championship game here for the MWBA. I will mention, I think we only had one of the 2 interviews I teed up prior to halftime. A little bit of issue with the interview recorded with Commissioner McKenna. We couldn't relocate her at half quick enough to, sort all that out. But if we can do something post-game, we may try to speak to her again. I know there'll be a whole bunch going on post-game, and we'd also like to speak to the players as well if we can. So, let's see what we can do is the best we can promise on that. Thunderball up 4. Von Maltzen taken away by Courtney Thompson. Baxendale for 3. Left it short, tracks down her own rebound though, and it's going to be out of bounds. Off of Grace Wade. Reese Baxendale with a smile knows she stole a possession there with the hustle. And they're going to give it right back on the backcourt violation. Danny Patterson retrieves the ball from the sideline here at TD Station. And TD Station, the crowd has been pretty good here for this one. It's filled in pretty good on that far side. And the near side here in front of me as well. Also a pretty good group. Kilpatrick can't get it to go. She's cooled off here in this half. Steal by Ryan. Mackenzie Ryan has been leading the charge for the Port City Fog. Xavier Reese 10 from the lead the Thunder build up to begin this quarter. Now a 2-point game of the Fog. Got another stop in them. Von Maltzen. There's the stop. No, it's not. It's another offensive possession. Ball loose on the floor. Thompson Kilpatrick comes away with it. So there's the stop. Over to Ryan. Ryan slows it up a little bit. Ingles on the attack. That's going to be a block foul. Count the bucket. Block called that time on Grace Lancaster. Here we get a look at that one. But that's a close play. Danny Patterson with the block. Just a bit late, says Mr. Patterson. Tie game now. Ingles. The UNB Red to the line. 5.8 points, almost 6 points per game. Here, Ingles. Has 3 for the Fog, but none more important than the last one that put them in front. In fact, all 3 would have come right on that play. McLeod reacts to the loose ball, hands off to Ingles. Back to Mackenzie Ryan. 8 to shoot. Ryan launches from deep. Front rim gets that one, and so does Anna Von Maltzen. Driving baseline and scoring is Vanessa Pickard. That's going to be a foul on Courtney Thompson. So the Thunder up 1 on that score. Here we see the play. Another great rebound. Thompson with a question after saying, what exactly did I do wrong there? Referee thought there was too much contact. Ryan reverses. Back outside to Baxendale. Baxendale loses the handle. Another foul called. Goes on Grace Lancaster. I can hear all the way up here, even with headphones on, saying no way twice. The referees, I'm sure, will. Well, we're going to reset that one because we're still mopping up the moisture on the court. I'm sure they will talk to the players and say, hey, we don't want that kind of feedback, that vocal. Ryan. Called for the offensive foul that time. Might have been a hook there with the left arm. Not exactly sure. Von Maltzen comes up short but gets her own rebound. The Thunder have been so good in this one at the second chance opportunities. And there you hear someone from the stands, or at least I heard it, not sure if you heard it, online saying rebound, Fog, rebound. I'm sure that was talked about at half by the Fog. Erin Ingalls out, Kaylee Kilpatrick in. Von Maltzen to the line out of Citadel High School, 4 seasons at Dalhousie between 2009 and 2012. 80 games, nearly 10 points and 8 rebounds for Von Maltzen at the AOS level, and moreover, AOS Defensive Player of the Year, AOS Second Team All-Star, Dal Team MVP. Whew, running out of breath talking about Anna Von Maltzen as well. Courtney Thompson scores on the nice feed. That puts the Fog back up one, a 1-point game. 2:07 to go here, third quarter. Can't ask for more from a championship contest than this. And there again, seesaw game with the Thunder now going back in front. Baxendale, maybe a little extra step through there. Kilpatrick with the interception for 3. You would call that a pick 6 in football. That's a pick 3 here for Kaylee Kilpatrick. Strong drive there, but good defense by Port City just to be straight up and in position. Baxendale drives, and she's going to draw a foul again. And again, it will be Lancaster. Reynolds, Kajarine, and Guker-Wicki enter. Sydney Guker-Wicki, CBU, 1920 and 2021. About 5 points per game in 27 games with CBU. Going to join Coach McKay's Dal Tigers next season. I believe that will be joining assistant coach Parker Regan, who's our head coach this summer. Oh, the connections in the basketball world here. Just absolutely amazing. Guker-Wicki, an outstanding student. Anthropology, life sciences. Reynolds can't make it for the lead as we're tied at 70. Sydney Guker-Wicki picks up the foul. That's going to be her second. Guker-Wicki, not a player I was largely familiar with prior to the basketball weekend of the MWBA in Fredericton. And certainly Guker-Wicki impressed me with her play there and throughout the rest of the season for this deep Thunder team. There's Guker-Wicki on a run out as well. Sometimes I pull a rabbit out of her hat, start talking about someone, and they do something great on the court. Just love when that happens, and thank you, Sydney Guker-Wicki, for that. Kilpatrick, soft touch, but no make. Foul called on Kaylee Kilpatrick. Shows the ball to referee Danny Patterson, says, hey, I got the ball. Instead, it's a foul on Kilpatrick. It's going to be her second. Kilpatrick has 25. That's going to draw the ire of the Port City crowd, and the Boo Birds are out on that one. Guker-Wicki to the line. Knocks that one down. Give Guker-Wicki 3 points, all in this short stint of action since she's joined their teammates on the court here. And 4 for Guker-Wicki. Nice looking player there joining the Dow program. Ryan for Thompson. Back for Ryan. Ryan kicks out for Kilpatrick. 9 to shoot. Back to Ryan on the drive. Gets one up and in. Mackenzie Ryan, what a shot with the over the shoulder. I didn't think Mackenzie Ryan had anywhere to go in that. Back for Yepes. Now Kajarine is going to turn the corner and get to the bucket. Come to the end of the quarter. It is the Thunder +4. 76-72. So let me do a little bit of math on that. That is a 28-point quarter for the Thunder and make it then a 24-point quarter for the Fog as we were tied at 48 at half. Thunder got all the way out by +12 early on, scoring I think the first 12 points of the quarter, maybe even. And then Mackenzie Ryan really led the charge for the Fog in that quarter. Kilpatrick, who had an amazing 22 points at half, I think only had 3 in that quarter. But there you see Courtney Thompson with some great moves. Reese Baxendale blocked on that attempt, but Kilpatrick with the pick 3. Reynolds on a finish. Upham with the lead pass. Nice finish on that one as well. And here is Kajarine off for Ryan. That's the scoop shot through the lane. I didn't even think she could see the rim when she made that one. And here's the one that finished the quarter with Kajarine right down the lane. Great replays here from the folks at Maritime Athletic Profiles. One quarter to go, and this quarter will decide the Season 2 Legacy Cup champion in the Maritime Women's Basketball Association. It is the Halifax Thunder, undefeated, 10-0 in the regular season. Won their semifinal game last night against the Port City Fog. Fog 5-5 in the regular season, won a quarterfinal, won a hotly contested and really, really fun semifinal game against the Fredericton Freeze to win their way here to this championship game. This is where they wanted to be all season long. They've been building for this. And here they are with a shot down 4. Kilpatrick fouled. She will go to the line. Could be Gooker Wiki who picks up the foul on that one. It is Gooker Wiki. That's going to be Gooker Wiki's third. Give Kilpatrick the point and 26 on the game. Bet you we see the ball in Kaylee Kilpatrick's hands a lot this quarter. Came up short there. Question is do the Fog have enough gas left in the tank here? Their third game in 3 days. The Thunder, I'm sure, will keep the pace up as much as they can. How much have the Fog got left? They get 10 more minutes of basketball in them. Kilpatrick outside for McLeod. Missed there. No Fog rebounder. It's off to Yepes. And here we see the Fog pushing it in. Gooker Wiki. Nice looking release from Gooker Wiki. But it's a little too strong. Ryan for McLeod. Mackenzie Ryan. Thought that one was going in when it left her hands. It looked good from where I was. 150 feet or more away. Yepes, nice move. Oh, but just couldn't finish. Carla Yepes got all the way in there. That's going to be Gooker Wiki. That's going to be her fourth. To go with 4 points. It's going to send Gooker Wiki back to the bench. Second team foul on the Thunder this quarter. Fog have yet to commit one. Ingalls on the outside. Thompson on the reverse. 76-75 in favor of the Thunder. Kajarine gets into the paint, blocked by Kilpatrick. No, we're going to call a foul. Good contact to the head that time. Kilpatrick didn't argue it. There you see the nice reverse layup by Courtney Thompson. Great replay. Kajarine on the make. Give Kajarine 17. She didn't have any in the first quarter. 10 in the second. That means she's had 8 here in the second half. And she's ahead of her season average of 17. Ingles outside for Thompson on the drive. Got by Saunders, but got the underside of the rim. Carissa Kajarine. Sandy Saunders travels. That's Grace Wade, number 14, coming in. With the jerseys folded over, it looks like 4, but it is 14. And Vanessa Pickard also checks in. Kilpatrick on the catch, going to turn and shoot. That one no good for Kaylee Kilpatrick. Pickard on the rebound. Pickard for Wade. With Saunders, Yepes, Reynolds. That is Yepes who rattles the three-pointer through. Nice little celebration there by Carla Yepes. The Thunder open up a 6-point lead on the Port City Fog, and timeout called by Coach Belding. 81-75. There you look, Reynolds on the kick outside, one extra pass to Yepes, and it's a three-pointer. For one final time this weekend, I'll thank the sponsors again. They're doing it in-house, so I might as well do it here. As a proud founding partner of the MWBA, MWBA is excited about the potential impact this league will have on our local courts and in our communities. Royale is a proud supporter of MWBA and proudly Atlantic Canadian. Dairy Farmers of New Brunswick, PNI, Nova Scotia are proud sponsors of MWBA, as are Cushman Wakefield Realty Atlantic and Support for Sport, Cox and Palmer as the official legal counsel. All you folks out there that are listening from the sponsors, thanks so much for being part of this league and what you do. As you hear in all the interviews and everyone that we talk to, this league means so much to these women and so much to women in general and youth as they look up to these players. Thanks for being a part of it. I hope you're getting lots of value out of the sponsorship as well. And tell your corporate friends about this league and what it means to the women and how much of an impact you're having. Maybe they'll step up and do exactly the same. Foul called on the floor. That's going to go on Duffy. Thompson an opportunity to cut in the lead with the clock stopped. The All-Canadian, Thompson, makes the second as well. Thompson, 15th in league scoring at over 10 points, almost 10 and a half in fact. Saunders around for Pickard. Dr. Pickard with a three. Kilpatrick, post catch, hands off to Courtney Thompson. Not sure what happened there, but it's a turnover over to the Thunder. Kilpatrick draws the charge on Kiera Duffy. Kilpatrick now will come out in favor of Haley McLeod. Was a bit surprised at that call. I thought it was going to go the other way. It was a bit blocked, though, in my view on it. We'll give the benefit of the doubt to the official. He's right there and close, knows what he's doing much more than I do. McLeod too strong on the power step. Uh-oh, trouble here for the Fog as the Thunder now up 9, a chance to make it 10 with Ciara Duffy. As expected, the Thunder just keep pushing the pace on this Fog team. Fog third game in 3 days. And it's starting to show just a little bit, dare I say. Make it a 10-point lead, 87-77. There's Mackenzie Ryan. Reese Baxendale for Mackenzie Ryan through the paint. That one goes over to the front of the rim for Ryan. Back to an 8-point game. Folks in Cape Breton will love to see that one from Mackenzie Ryan, as will folks in the dairy town of Sussex. Ryan name means so much there and so much to New Brunswick basketball. So great to have Mackenzie in this league. There's a shoulder from Reynolds, who was looking for the steal. Wasn't expecting the little sideways dart that time from Ryan. There you see Ryan on the drive. Reynolds picks up her third foul to go with 14 points. Ryan to the line. She's got 18 on the game. Kaylee Kilpatrick checks back in for Courtney Thompson. So Baxendale, Ingles, Ryan, McLeod, Kilpatrick. The 5 for the Fog. Yepes, Saunders, Pickard, Wade. And I believe the 5th is Duffy. Yes, it is Duffy. 6-point game, 5:40 to go. Winner is the Legacy Cup champion. Pickard travels, drags the pivot foot. Haley McLeod makes it a 4-point game. Buckle up, folks. This final 5 minutes is going to be fun. Duffy on the drive gets a foul. She'll go to the line. I think this is going to be on McLeod. Kajarini and Upham in for Saunders and Grace Wade. That's going to be the 5th foul on Haley McLeod, so she's fouled out. McLeod, a little look of disappointment as she looks up with 5 minutes left on the clock. She doesn't want to certainly foul her out of this one. Opportunity here for this deep Fog team for somebody to step up, and it looks like it'll be Courtney Thompson checking in. For Haley McLeod, indeed it is Courtney Thompson. Duffy will shoot 2. Make on the first for Duffy. Give Duffy 8 points on the game. And 9 for Duffy. 6-point lead, 2-possession game. Baxendale from deep. Reese Baxendale makes it a 3-point game. Fog worked that ball around nicely. Baxendale ended up wide open for the 3-pointer. Pickard for the answer, can't make it. Baxendale on the rebound, now on the run out. Reese Baxendale's going to go right at the rim. Instead backs up for Mackenzie Ryan. Baxendale in the corner for another three to tie. .410 to go. We're tied up at 89. What a high-scoring affair this has been. Carla Yepes says, let's keep the scoring going. 91-89. What a score. These teams just amazing on the offensive end of the court. The points they're putting up, unbelievable. Offensive foul called on Kaylee Kilpatrick. That's going to be the fourth for Kilpatrick, who has 26 points. Quiet scoring-wise second half. But hey, the Fog are already down 2. We're right in it with 3:45 to go. If you're St. John, if you're the Thunder, you're thinking, geez, what are we going to do to pull away from this team? Maybe more of Carla Yepes as she scores again. 4 straight points for Yepes. She's had a great game here for the Thunder. Kilpatrick that time draws the foul. That lay-in won't count as the foul was on the floor. Yepes will pick up the foul against Kilpatrick. That's going to be the fourth on Yepes. 5th for the team or more as Kilpatrick goes to the line. Give Kilpatrick 27. Yepes has 14. 28 for Kilpatrick. Upham for Kajarine. She's a deadly scorer, and she's going to attack the rim and score. Ahead for Baxendale. 4-point game. That's Kilpatrick. Back for Baxendale. Courtney Thompson. Over for Erin Ingalls and Mackenzie Ryan. Off a foot and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Port City. Sandy Saunders checks in for Vanessa Pickard. 2:56 to go. Can you believe these teams have nearly put up 100 point each? 95-91. Can you get any better than that? This is in a 40-minute basketball game with 3 minutes to play. These women just unbelievable, the level of scoring in this one. Had one game earlier in the season, it was 103-95. That required overtime to get there. What the scoring level here is just unbelievable. Yepes again from deep. That one doesn't go down. Extra carom, corralled by Ingalls. Big miss there. Fog, an opportunity to cut it to a one-possession game. Ingalls. Thompson. Inside Kilpatrick, double-teamed. Back to Thompson. What a pass and what a finish. Yepes for Kajarine. Kajarine from deep. Rebound Baxendale. Fog tie with a 2. Under 2 minutes to play. Kilpatrick's going to keep that one. Hands off to Thompson, who goes baseline. Ingalls backs for Baxendale for the lead. No good. Rebound Yepes. Fans were ready to explode if that one had a went in. 1:35 to go in regulation in a tight ball game. Kajarine over Thompson. Carissa Kajarine for 3. Timeout Port City, 1:26 to play. What a big bucket from Carissa Kajarine. She had none in the first quarter. 23 points since. The double Ks are putting on a display here. Carissa Kajarine with 23 and Kaylee Kilpatrick, I think now up to 28 on the game on the other side of the ledger. There you see the Yepes shot. Another look at the Yepes move to the bucket to score 2. That was part of the 4 straight points from Yepes. Caggiarine on the take there for 2. She's really turned it on in this first quarter. Inside, this is the passing play back to Thompson. Oh, what a delivery there from Kilpatrick. That's marvelous. And Caggiarine is just going to take the 3 over Thompson. Arcing rainbow shot results in the timeout. What a great set of replays. Fine work here from the folks at Maritime Athletic Profiles. And lots of opportunities to show off these replays. 98-93. The highlight pack from this one, absolutely incredible. Over for Baxendale. And Mackenzie Ryan. Ryan for Baxendale for 3. That one didn't go down. A couple key 3-point misses. Ryan tries it on the second attempt. 1:12 to go, and the rebound controlled by the Thunder for Yepes in the front court. Over to Reynolds. If it's me, I'm going to put the ball in the hands of Carissa Caggiarine at some point in this possession. Instead, they go through Reynolds. Caggiarine on the curl, and there she is for 2 more points. 193 final minutes. Fog down 7. They need some scoring here in a hurry. Kilpatrick tries for 3. It doesn't go down. Late 3 misses. May do in the Fog here in this one. Reynolds cut off. Over for Saunders. Back for Upham. Yepes now around the horn to Saunders. Thunder are just going to work some clock here. Now 9 to shoot. Foul given by Mackenzie Ryan. 29.1 seconds to go. Ryan's got 20 points on the game. Caggiarine now up to 25. Upham to the line. Make it an 8-point Thunder lead. It's getting really, really tough now for the Fog. The Thunder 29 seconds away from capping an undefeated season and making up a bit for last year's undefeated season where they lost in the final. Fog still going to try to have something to say about it as Kilpatrick launches a 3. It doesn't go down. Under 20 seconds to go now. It's over to Yepes. Fog don't look like they're going to go into foul mode. Is into the front court and down 9. It will be it. That will be the season. It is the Halifax Thunder 102. Port City Fog 93. Halifax Thunder are your Maritime Women's Basketball Association Legacy Cup champions. 102-93. What a game they've had. What a season they've had. That's perfection for the Thunder. Port City, you have absolutely nothing to hang your heads about. You played a spectacular basketball game. You put up 93 points in your third game in 3 days against a super deep team. Just spectacular play all the way around. I'm absolutely privileged to be part of it. Again, I thank everybody for inviting me. We're going to go down to floor level. We're going to have a whole bunch of presentations. I'm going to try to line up an interview. But one last time, thanks to the sponsors. Thanks to the crew at Maritime Athletic Profiles. Thanks to the Port City Fog for hosting. Thanks to the City of St. John, TD Station. Just unbelievable here to be part of this. I'm now going to go down to floor level, but folks, I'll do a sign-off down there, assuming we can get an interview, and I'm sure somebody will be happy to talk to me on the Thunder side at this time. I'll see if Parker Regan would, maybe nominate a player if he doesn't want to talk to me. But what a fine display of women's basketball here. Can't ask for more. Thunder 102, Fog 93. I'm Bill Gibson, folks. I'll be back from down on the floor, but thanks for tuning in all weekend long. My privilege to bring you this action here from St. John.
Number 18, Kaylee Patrick. And for the championship team from Halifax Thunder, player name, wearing number 11, Kaylee Lopez. Congratulations, Haley. Congratulations, Scott. And now I'm going to introduce from Royale, Kylie Johnston and Mark Cormier. They have Player of the Week awards. And of course, Players of the Week, those are awards that are judged by the peers. And based on performance, contribution, a whole number of factors, but it's a sign of respect from your peers. So, from the Port City Fog, Player of the Week, number 18, Kaylee Kilpatrick. All right, and from the Halifax Thunder, Player of the Week, number 9, Tanner Reynolds. Congratulations, Tiffany. Congratulations, Kaylee. All right, and now it is time for a tournament all-stars for each team. From your Port City Fog, number 5, Courtney Thompson. Congratulations, Courtney. And from the Halifax Thunder, all-star is number 10, Chris Catherine. Congratulations, Courtney. Congratulations, Carissa.
Okay, I'm going to keep this very short and sweet, but I just wanted to say huge congratulations to the Port City Fog
So now we're going to move into our MVP selections. First up, I am going to announce the winner of the tournament MVP. So for the Legacy Cup, this player just consistently every game is a fantastic contribution to her team. She's in the right place at the right time, shares the ball, scores with the ball, does it on both ends. I think everybody will agree with me. She's very deserving. Legacy Cup 2023 MVP from the Thunder, Carissa Catarina. Carissa, congratulations. Fantastic job this tournament. Fantastic job all season long. And now, the Maritime Women's Basketball Association, it was built for many reasons. As we celebrated the Legacy Cup Championship festivities for 3 marvelous days here at TD Station, it's been a celebration of women's sport. In fact, we are pleased to present to you our most valuable player award for the 2023 MWBA season. This player embodies the spirit, competitiveness, and everything the MWBA stands for to keep women playing the game they love in a competitive atmosphere. Poise and excellence, those are 2 calling cards for our MWBA and MVP. A long career that started at Harborview High School in St. John. Sought to represent Canada at World's Beyond Championships, allowed her to sail at the University of New Brunswick Halifax, then embarked on a long professional career in Ireland, Australia, and Germany, and now back home in the port city of St. John. Fans, players, please put your hands together for the 2023 MWBA regular season MVP, Port City's own Kaylee Kilpatrick! Now we're going to move on to our medal presentations. Silver medals for the Port City Club. Number 3, Mackenzie Ryan. Number 4, Abby Ringley.
Go to the other side.
Number 5, Courtney Thompson. Number 6, Peyton Henderson. Number 7, Grace Tilley. Number 8, Aaron Ingalls. Number 9, Reese Baxendale. Number 11, Jessica Garibay. Number 12, Amelia Mitchell. Number 13, Lauren Harris. Number 16, Haley Lau. Add a little more to her career. Number 18, Haley Kilpatrick. And coaching staff for Port City Club. Here's your number 15, Emily Thomas, and Peter Davey. Congratulations to your silver medalist in the Legacy Cup Championship weekend. Your varsity Bob. And now, picking up some gold medals, the Halifax Thunder wearing number 1, Stevie Saunders. Stevie Cooker with the number 2. Number 3, Kira Duffy. Number 4, Grace Lancaster. Number 7, Vanessa Pickard. Number 9, Tiffany Reynolds. Number 10, Curtis Patrick. Number 11, Carly Evans. 17, Kate Young. 14, Grace Wade. 22, Anna Von Watson. Head coach for the Thunder, Parker Regan. All right, I'm sorry, I don't have the other 3 folks' names. Karen Muller, I believe, is 1. Brandon Davis. Now that the 5 gentlemen there jump in there, I apologize, I don't have your name. And congratulations, Halifax Thunder, on those shiny gold medals around your neck. And now, what you guys put in your work for all season long. I see some dancing going on, and we got some excited players who cannot wait to host the Legacy Cup over their heads as the 2023 MWBA champions, the Halifax Thunder. Come on out, grab your trophy, girls. Congratulations. Tremendous welcome to the ball. And fans, for those of you who are still here, please, if you could, for both teams, put your hands together. It was a fantastic game. Halifax Thunder and Park City Bob, thank you so much for an awesome 2023 season. Cannot wait to see you all again next year.
We're not going to follow the ledge, are we?
We're like this big.
That's good for me.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Sad song.
All right, fans, here with a couple members of the MWBA champion, Halifax Thunder. It is Tiffany Reynolds, Carissa Caggiarini. Congratulations, first off.
Thank you.
Absolutely spectacular display of women's basketball. 102 to 93. What a display both teams put on. Any just quick words for the Fog?
Honestly, they gave us a run for our money. I can honestly say Kilpatrick, she is my idol.
She's a goat.
She's the goat. She is a bucket.
Yeah.
And honestly, I give it to them. They worked hard, and we just worked hard too. We battled on those 50-50, and I'm happy we came out on top.
Yeah.
You two both made a journey down here to join this fledgling league last year. Did you ever see yourselves playing in this arena or an arena like this when you came down? What did you really think you were getting into?
Yeah, like last year was a ton of fun. We loved the Maritimes. It was both our first big stint out in the East Coast, so it was nice to get a taste of Maritime basketball. We basically joke like we do everything together, so like we came out last year, we got a part-time job together, we lived together, year two, same team, together, another job together, living together again, sharing a room, so yeah, we do it all together.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. Just a great story. You two are. There's so many of them around this league. Your team this year, extremely deep. A whole bunch of talented women join you on that roster. Just tell me a little bit about what you think of your teammates.
Oh, I love them. I love them. I feel like we've been playing together for years. I couldn't ask for a better team. Everybody is always so positive. You miss a shot, you miss a layup. It's never, oh man, it's always like, oh yeah, baby, you got the next one. It's like, that is what I need.
Yeah.
Good vibes all around. So
I will shoot a straight up air ball, and Kira from the bench will be like, great shot. So yeah, everyone always has each other's back, which is really nice.
So an absolute jubilant Halifax Thunder team here, as they should be. Two key players in Tiffany Reynolds and Carissa Caggiarini. Congratulations, ladies, on the awesome display of women's basketball. Your Thunder team undefeated all season long. You deserve this championship, absolutely 100%. Folks, that's going to do it here from TD Station in St. John. They're literally tearing it down around us, so we got to go. They're going to source out here pretty soon. Folks, it's been my absolute privilege to bring you this all season long and all weekend long. I do get a bit emotional over women's basketball. I don't know why, but